And I return! Alright, so, that was good, and that was fun. I enjoyed that. But now is on to the Ghost Busta move. No, not Ghost Busta move. I had that on my mind. Now we're doing Castlevania, right? Yeah. That's cool. Who doesn't like Castlevania? Of course, you bring that back, right? No. I fucking love Castlevania. It is good. So, I guess like a little bit of a, oh, I just realized I had the sound thing fucked with for Ghostbusters. But, you know, this game actually has good music, so, you know. Well, you know, what can I say about Castlevania, man? It's you know, it's Castlevania, you know? Castlevania. That gives me an idea. Okay. Why are all the files in like web? It's so annoying. WebBP. Hate that format, man. That sucks. My favorite Castlevania. You know, when I was a kid, I was a peasant, right? I really liked 4 because, you know, James that was James Rolfe's favorite, you know, and I was a sheep who went along with that sort of thing. But not gonna lie, I honestly think Rondo of Blood's probably my favorite. I really like Rondo of Blood. Okay. Is it? Oh, you know. Oh, wait a minute. Can I apply that? Oh, that's so frustrating. Okay. There we fucking go. I honestly probably Rondo is you know, all of these games are, you know, really fucking tough. I'd say 3's probably the hardest. 3 is hard as fuck. That's the reason why it failed. Okay, there we go. Actually, never mind. There we go. I am gonna play Castlevania 64 at some point. You know, as I said, I want to marathon these games or whatever in the lead up to Halloween. Though honestly, I'm probably not gonna be able to. Oh, silly me! I forgot to change the category again. Oopsie daisy. There we go. Yeah, I've actually never played Castlevania 64, but you know that time I'm gonna stream is gonna be like my first time I do it. Yeah, I think probably James Rolfe is the reason why. You know, here's the thing, right, about Castlevania. You know, as we know, Konami is trying to revive stuff, you know, they're trying to revive their franchises, like, you know, they're releasing shit on Silent Hill, which I thought Silent Hill 2 Remake was actually really good, I thought, you know, I think they did a good job. It wasn't that the fucking hellfire we were thinking it was gonna be. Well, I didn't think so anyway. As for, Delta, well, it's too expensive, so I haven't played it yet, you know, like, I'm not paying $70 goddamn for a 1-to-1 remake, like, you know, no thank you, you know, but, you know, there's been nothing on Castlevania yet, which is like, man, that sucks, because Castlevania is my favorite of the three, you know, that's why I played first, but, you know, my dream Castlevania game would be like a Soulsborne one, you know, like Dark Souls 3 or something. Like, can you imagine that with like a whip and shit and like the killer music? I think it'd be awesome. That's my fucking dream Castlevania game, you know. Which I feel a Soulsborne one is more in line with like Castlevania 64, at least, you know, what I've seen, you know. But like, you know, what do you think of that idea? Have you ever played a Soulsborne before? You're missing out, I think. I mean, I've never played Bloodborne, right? You know why? Because I've never had a PS4 or anything, and I know legally acquired methods are, you know, they're coming out or whatever. Maybe I'll play it then, but I guess Sony just, you know, hates money and whatever. They'd rather just spend all their money on like all their like marketing or game development shit on Concord, you know. Yeah, I mean, I'd love to play Bloodborne shit, you know, I love that shit. I love those types of games. They're hard as fuck, but I like them. You know, it's like this. Now, I want to do something, right? But I don't know how you do it. How do you chroma key shit in OBS? Because I have a funny in mind. I don't know how to do it. If you don't know, it's fine. Maybe I'll look it up in like a short BRB or something. Oh! You know, I was literally about to say, right? You know, I don't find the Medusa heads all that bad. You just have to, you know, understand their pattern, and now I'm getting my ass kicked about them. Like they heard me and whatever. Oh, that stinks. Alright, well, it's no big deal. I'll just like search on Google. I'll like do a short BRB or something. I should have done that on the BRB, you know, after Booby, right? And that was actually that was fun, you know. I wonder if there's any Castlevania scratch games. There probably is. But you know, I'm all scratched out for tonight. That was fun. I enjoyed myself. It really felt like a Joel segment. Is there a Castlevania game with bad music? Maybe Castlevania Judgment. You know? but I don't remember Castlevania Judgment's music. Maybe it's good. I don't think there's ever been a Castlevania game with bad music. You know, that's like a cardinal sin. You know, that's like one of the reasons why this game is so good. You know, shouts that Oni Plays bit. I don't know if any of you watch Oni Plays, right? Fucking love Oni Plays, but they like to gaslight, you know, each other. And one of the gaslights is that in regards to the soundtrack, and they said that it was made by a woman who made like funeral home music, and people heard it and they're like, this should be like in a game about like Dracula and shit, and that was her inspiration to make the music for this game. You know, it's obvious bullshit, right? But that's funny, I think. I love Oni Plays. There is an overlap between Joel viewers and Oni Plays viewers. I've seen that. I mean, on the Boro, there's the Orange, that guy, who did like Armenian Joel, Armenian friend. I wish Joel got it. I wish he understood these references. Man, the Holy Water in this game, the Holy Water, it's very overpowered. Oni Plays rocks, man. Are they like Joel? I don't know. I'm not sure. I mean, I think so, but, you know, I'm wrong on a lot of shit. No, well, I mean, 3 had pretty good holy water, I think. Oh man, 3's gonna be a hoot. Oh yeah, but you're right, crosses, yeah, like in 4, the cross is brilliant in that game. No, that's the thing, right? The holy water is so overpowered in this game that they nerfed it to hell and back. Well, you see, unlike Ghost Butt, actually, you know, I just realized. Did you see that? That's a heart. I never realized that till now. Yeah. It's crazy how you know, what devs would do with, you know, all the limited space they have. That's something that's like kind of unheard of, like in modern games, you know, because everyone just puts their shit on Unreal 5 and they have all the fucking things in the world, you know, all the storage, and god, I hate it. I hate all of it. You know, I like that Silent Hill 2 remake, don't get me wrong, but I really detest that it's in Unreal 5, because every fucking thing is in Unreal 5 now. It's lame! It's fucking lame! Oh, that was not good. That's fair. You know, I remember when I was like a 10-year-old kid, before I knew any of the strategies and whatever, I thought this boss was the hardest thing, but, you know. God, can you imagine, like, you know, I never had a PS4 or like an Xbox or whatever. I only have, dude, I had a Wii U. Do you believe that? I was one of those suckers who bought it. I saved up all my fucking money to buy a Wii U, and I loved it, you know. Oh, Bloodlines doesn't get talked about a lot. You are right about that. Bloodlines it's good. Yeah. It is maybe like a little bit snusk here and there, but I think it's, you know, a really fucking cool game, whatever, you know. Well, you know. Bye-bye holy water. What happened? I jumped, but I guess I was too like in the platform, so when I jumped, I just missed the ledge. I think I got greedy. I don't remember. Oh yeah. I did too. I watched those games done quick things, you know. Remember that Tonga 2 guy? You know, I would really appreciate if you stopped talking right now. You know, that guy? Man, that was a I've said this on like last stream, right? Last stream I did, but there are like some clips I just cannot like, you know, watch because I just die from the secondhand embarrassment I get from it. Like in a movie or whatever, when you have the second act low point and that happens, it's just like, ooh, no. Like I squirm in my seat and shit. Oh, it hurts. This game kicks so much ass. No, no. That was close. Now, oh god, yeah, yeah. Oh man, I don't know how they do it. I guess they just have a lot of time on their hands, man. Crazy. Well, this is a nice, relaxing conclusion. It's very nice, actually. I like this. It's almost too chill, you know? Alright. I will be right back, actually. Very short break. Very short. Okay, there we go. That took way longer than I thought. There we go. It's perfect. Castlevania. This is brilliant. Wait! When did I get the fucking axe? Oh. Or not axe, the sword. Oh no. I'll roll with it, but I don't know, man. It's Castlevania, dude. Stop it, please. I'm being harassed. I hope I'm not gonna have to. I might have to. I don't know if I can do this without without the holy water. I think I'm kind of fucked here. I'm not like a big sloppy meow meow for resetting, am I? Right? I mean, it only took me like 5 minutes to get back here. Alright, I feel scummy for doing this, but I need that holy water, dude. That... Well, that's intimidating. Well, guys, I guess we know what happened to Joel. He's in Transylvania here. Now this is Castlevania, man. Fuck. Oh, I'm so happy I did this. It's so good. Oh, fuck. This is great. Calvo. Oh, hold on. I need to move chat back into here. Okay, we're good now. Gamer. I'm being so distracted. He's watching. He is watching. I'm so distracted. I might need to get rid of it. Like, it's actually very distracting. He is. He's here in spirit, you know. You know, Joel died from that tragic, you know, bus accident, that desert bus accident, but goddamn, he's still here in spirit, you know. It's brilliant. So here's a very contentious thing I want to talk about. What do you guys think of the show? You know, the Castlevania TV show. You know. Yeah, you think, right? That's what I thought, right? The first season, like, it was good, you know? But, you know, I kind of stopped watching it after, you know, in season 3. They go to a town, right? And with, Jermaine or whatever, you know, the character from that, PS2 game, I forgot the name of it. Curse of Darkness? Question mark? But, I stopped watching when he, like, tells a priest, who's a pedophile, by the way. They go to the priest, and he talks about, like, toilet paper, right? And the priest says, like, the most Netflix thing ever, the most Marvel-esque writing, and he says, "What the fuck is toilet paper?" Like, word for word, he says that, you know? It's like, did Vivzy Pop write that? You know? What the fuck is toilet paper? I've never heard that in my life. Cause, haha, get it? Because it is like the, what is it, the 14th century? Wow, that is so clever and funny. A fish out of water. Never heard that one before. Man, I feel a lot of resentment about that show, because it was so good early on, but I think the writers they just stopped caring, you know? Because it was really stinky afterwards, you know? And then there's Nocturne, which came out, I think, like last year, which, yeah, it's not good. Oh, yeah, maybe like 10 years ago when they were actually, like, you know, something new, right? You may have seen me in, offline chat where I'm like, holds up spork doink, you know? Holds up spork, that just happened, lol. That Medusa head just pushed me up into the floor, Lamal holds vampire killer, that just happened. Stabs you with waffle, lol, Lamal. It's like, ugh. Snusk. Like, actual Snusk. I thought it was a movie, and yeah, it's gonna be fucking horrible, I already know it's gonna be. Poor Duke Nukem, man, that guy just cannot at all catch a fucking break. You know, about Duke Nukem Forever, you know, a lot of people blame Randy Pitchford for it, and I'm not saying, you know, his hands are clean, right? But I think George Broussard is kind of the blame of why that game was so horrible. Because he took, like, 14 years to you know, make it, because he had no idea, like, what the game should be. He just was constantly looking at what everyone else was doing. And he wouldn't just let the game, you know, stand on its own, you know, you know, BioShock has that, you know, we gotta, like, scrap development, start over. Like, it's just a never-ending downward spiral of just, you know, just shit, you know what I mean? Oh, hi, Joel. It's nice to see you again, buddy. When's that next stream coming, dude? You're right, but I think with maybe some very minor tweaking, perhaps. I don't know. I mean, I think just make Duke Nukem a parody of Andrew Tate, and I think it works. That's what I say, you know. I think things have changed, though, in this decade, I think. In the 2010s, oh yeah, definitely not, you know. But I think, you know, dude, I see such, like, wretched shit on Instagram, you know, on Instagram Reels. Like, Hi, Joel. How are you? Calvo, calvo. Secret treasure! Now, okay, here's something, you know, question for the audience, yeah? What do you guys think of Simon's Quest, you know? Because I am gonna play that one, probably next stream, I guess. Because after this, I think I'm gonna call it quits. Oh, okay. I haven't played, you know, the original Zelda 2. Yeah, you're kind of right about that, but here's the thing, right? Here's a big hot take. I actually like Zelda 2 more than Zelda 1. It's true. I think that's just because I played Zelda 1 so fucking much that Zelda 2 is just kind of a breath of fresh air for me. I think that's a fucking hot take there, because people always like, you know, like, oh, you know, that's the black sheep of the series, which, yes, but no one really, oh, I'm very close to dying here. I'm not very paying attention whatsoever. Fuck. It really isn't, you know. Well, it's better than fucking Tears of the Kingdom, that's for true. That's another hot take. Okay. It's alright. That's another hot take I seem to have. I don't like Tears of the Kingdom. I think that game blows. Oh. Stinky. I can't read. Oh no! It's because I don't have the long whip. I can't read chat right now. I'm too focused. Fuck. How are you supposed to do that? Yeah, you are right. It would. And that's the thing, you know. If you've never played a fucking Zelda game before, which apparently a lot of people who played Tears of the Kingdom have never played any Zelda, which is like, what? Then I can see that perspective, you know, but as someone who played Breath of the Wild, like, pretty close to launch, it's just, they didn't. It was very lazy, you know? No, you are right, yeah, because, like, it's the same... You know, I was prepared to have a, you know, the same world, you know, because there was so much, you know, stuff they could have, like, iterated on. And here's an example, right? The Akala Citadel, which I thought was, like, a highlight of Breath of the Wild, just shrouded in mystery, you know. And in Tears of the Kingdom, what I was expecting is, like, oh, they're gonna, like, you know, you gotta explore the interior, it's gonna be, like, a dungeon and stuff. Maybe there'll be, like, a boss and whatever, and all this cool stuff. But you know what it was? It was just from what I remember, it was just a fucking shrine. Like what? The Akala fucking Citadel, you know? And that's basically how it was, like with the Lost Temple, you know, in that valley, where all it was just like a piece of DLC armor from Breath of the Wild. Like, it wasn't anything original, it wasn't anything new. It was just like, you know, this game took 60 fucking years to come out, and that's the best they could do. You know, like, that's... Like, what? Come? Like, it just felt very confusing, like, man, I was so unbearably hyped for Tears of the Kingdom, you know? I was thinking about that game a lot, just like, oh my god, you know, because here's the thing, right? Breath of the Wild, it's a very flawed game, right? You know, it has a lot of problems, but the thing is, right, is that they're trying something new, so I can kind of forgive it, but Tears of the Kingdom was a time where they should have been like, okay, well, we know what works, we know what's, you know, what doesn't work, you know? So, surely, right? Things would be different, but it wasn't. It was just more of the same. It had, like, nothing... the only thing it had was, like, you know, it was Legend of Zelda Nuts and Bolts. That's what it was. It was Legend of Zelda Nuts and Bolts. Oh, I might be... Oh my god, did you see that shit? Guys, this is not going as good. What really got me was the trailer for Tears of the Kingdom made it seem like we were gonna... Yes! Yeah, and, Ayanuma said as such. He said that. People asked him about it, you know, was this going to be a darker game than the original, whatever, and he said yes. But it, like, not really. You know, it's very much so that SpongeBob gif, where they're going over, like, the roller coaster. Like, I guess maybe it's, like, 1% darker, but honestly, I'd say Breath of the Wild was already, like, you know, a pretty dark game because of its setting, you know, and its aesthetic that, you know, the world is on the brink of collapse and everything's just gone to shit. Yeah, that's also something I heard, that Zelda may have even been playable, but she's barely even in that game. What really pissed me off about Tears of the Kingdom was that ending. You know, you know, for those who... You see, apparently it's a hot take to like Twilight Princess. But, gotta be honest, that's my favorite Zelda. I love Twilight Princess, man. But people don't like it because, I guess it's too similar to Ocarina, you know? I guess people would make the argument that, you know, Twilight Princess was too safe of a Zelda game, like Tears of the Kingdom, to which I say, I mean, I guess, but I don't know, I think it stands on its own 2 feet, you know? It has a unique setting, has unique gameplay and everything. It wasn't perfect, you are right, but it's a lot fucking better than Tears of the Kingdom, that's for true. God, you know, people walk up to me and they introduce themselves and I go like, hey, you know, did you know that Tears of the Kingdom is not a very good game? Can you imagine that? Imagine going on a first date and that's the first thing, like, your date knows about. Like, oh, hi, I am, OyVeyBaby. And, you know, who are you? I am OyVeyBaby and I fucking hate Tears of the Kingdom. I think it was smelly. You know? Yeah, they are too big. That's the thing, you know? Yeah, I could play Breath of the Wild, like, over and over again, because, you know, I was, like, in high school at the time. I had, like, no responsibilities, you know what I mean? But, you know, Tears of the Kingdom came out, like, you know, I was out of high school, man. I was in college. I still am in college. But, like, you know. Yeah, it is a lot of nothing, especially that Dark World. That Dark World fucking blew. You know, the underground that had, like, nothing, and it was all, like, the same. Yeah, that was nice, Nintendo. Good on ya. It makes me so mad because, like, people... That's, like, the second best-selling Zelda now, by the way, apparently. Like, Tears of the Kingdom is the best-selling, and, you know, Breath of the Wild is the, best-selling, and then it is, sorry, this game really, you really need to, have attention when you play this. Pausing so much, right? By the way, Joel looks crusty to hell, man, that's great. Oh man, I do like, the Ocarina of Time randomized. I'm waiting for that recomp to come out. You know, I really loved Majora's Mask recomp. That was a really, really great mod. Maybe I'll stream that one of these days and, like, play in one sitting. I thought about that, but that's maybe, like, in the winter when I have nothing to do, you know. But yeah, man, just fuck. And you know, salt in the wound, right? Is that game was $70 goddamn dollars, you know, Tears of the Kingdom, $70. I didn't think the combat was, you know, that bad, I guess. I don't know. I thought it was just standard, but, you know, where's the items, you know? Where's, like, the hook shot? Where's the... Well, there are boomerangs, but, you know, like, where's that beetle from Skyward Sword? You know, I have such an appreciation for Skyward Sword now. I actually did like Skyward Sword. That was, like, the first Zelda game I played to, you know, completion, right? And then it was Twilight Princess. But, you know, for what it's worth, Skyward Sword was at least original. It had a cool art style of, like, you know, those paintings from, like, the you know, 19th century Paris, France. And the beetle, like, the power-ups are cool. The dungeons were really cool. Like the ghost ship, the I can't remember any of the others. The Leviathan was cool. That's kind of the point. Breath of the Wild was very, like, anti-Zelda almost, because it had very little of what makes a Zelda game, you know, a Zelda game. The music was absent, except for, you know, some things here and there, like the final boss fight I thought had pretty good music. There's no items, the dungeons were lame, but here's the thing, right? They're trying something new. You know, there had never been an open world Zelda except for arguably the first one, so they're trying something new, you know? But that's, you know, and I could forgive that, because again, they're trying something new, you know? But Tears of the Kingdom had no excuse. No excuse at all. It's like the Alice in Chains song, you know? No excuses. And hence, it's not good. I think literally they had so much fun with that you know, vehicle building mechanic that they had no you're right, yeah. They had no interest in, they forgot to make an actual game around it. They had so much fun with, you know, making the vehicle builder or whatever that they forgot to make an actual game. Which I think is a thing that Nintendo does struggle a little bit with, you know, suffering from success. Yeah, it's sad. You know, literally, after I beat Tears of the Kingdom, I kind of just vowed to myself, never fucking support Nintendo again, because I felt like betrayed, you know? Like, not gonna lie, I felt betrayed by that shit, you know? Like, I waited 6 goddamn years patiently for that, and it wasn't even a quarter as good as I thought it'd be, you know? And it was $70 fucking dollars. So afterwards, I was just like, I cannot in good conscience, in good moral conscience, play a game like this, you know? It did. Oh yeah, you know how, like, Zelda, like, sacrificed herself to, like, you know, make sure Link gets the Master Sword back? And they literally tell you that once you become a dragon, like, there's no going back. But then at the end, it was just like, lol, never mind, Lamau. Yeah, that was real cool, wasn't it? I love JoJo. You know, I don't really like anime, right? But JoJo is one of the few that I'm like, you know what, I like this. I like this. But I'm gonna be honest, I'm not really that excited for Part 7. Not really. I mean, I think it's because I've already, you know, read it, you know, the manga and whatever, so I already know what happens and everything. It should be. No, I definitely will watch it when it comes out, but I'm not like, you know, like, holy shit, you know? I'm just like, oh, that's cool. Yeah. You know, last summer, I got so obsessed with Part 8. People I actually liked Part 8, you know? I liked how real it was. I liked the relationship between, you know, Josuke and the pink-haired lady. I forget her name. She's named after Hiroshi? Hiroshi? Is that his name? I don't know. But I really loved their relationship, you know? I thought it was, because, you know, it's something different. You know, there was an actual, like, I don't think romance is really a thing that Araki had, you know, done before in JoJo. There's not, like, all romances in that show are, like, surface level, but, or show, you know, comic, manga, whatever the fuck. But the relationship between Josuke and pink-haired lady, I actually really dug, you know? I thought it was just it was really nice. I didn't really care for the ending, though. Like, that villain who, you know, just, like, showed up. She's like, hello. He could have been a good villain. I just feel like that Araki just kind of, like, he was kind of lazy one day. What was his name? He's so forgettable, I forgot his name. But he's like, you know, the, I don't know, villain? Yeah. Because people thought it was, the green-haired guy, you know, of the, oh my god, I don't remember their goddamn names. People thought he was gonna be the villain, right? And then, just, Toki? Totoro? Just comes out and he's like, hi, I am the villain of, oh man, I'm really showing my, my dementia. I think they've been doing a good job, yeah. Okay. I need to concentrate on this part, right? You know how, James made that shit so, so hard? Well, you know, there you go. I need to... Maybe I should rewatch Part 5. I don't really remember all that much from JoJo, actually. It's been a while. Diavolo, he's from Part 5, right? Now, that was a guy who had pretty good setup. Yeah, I like Diavolo. Oh, guys, it's so difficult. I might be scummy. I might save state here because level 6 is so hard and you really need the holy water. I've never been able to beat the cookie monster without the holy water, so I might have to do it. Yeah, I mean, I guess so. He didn't really get that much screen time. Scream time, man. He didn't get that much screen time. I thought Diavolo was good. Man. Huh? Sorry, guys, that was a glitch. That was a glitch, guys. My apologies. This really isn't a good game to, like, you know, stream. You know, trying to, like, engage with chat. Because, like, you really have to, give it your full attention, you know? That's how I am, anyways. I hope I don't have to save scum that much. I don't want to, right? It is scummy, you know? But, typically, if I die in this part, I literally just, like, reset the game. Yeah, I mean, dude, with the holy water, the game is easy, you know? Oh! Gamer. But, you know, this part sucks. I just kind of go crazy with the holy water and just say, hey, get the fuck out of here. Huh? Huh? Oh, yeah. The Joel water. It is, yeah. On my end, right? You know, I'm not looking at OBS. What was that? What was that? That was weird. I've never had that happen before. I think my NES is glitched. That actually might fuck me. You're supposed to use the... What was that? Come on, get in it! Mind you, it is like 1 AM. I am starting to get pretty tired here. Yeah, I don't know, emulator? No, this is a legit cartridge, you know? This is a legit, NES game. Yeah. Shh. No look. Guys, the Nintendo, it is haunted by Yokoi, Gunpei Yokoi. You know, I know the money is like, you know, why would you get the money? But it just feels so good to get it. You know? Okay. Wow, I didn't even need the Joel water for that. That's crazy. I forgot how do you do that part? Hold on. How do you do that part? I forgot how you do it. Shit. I mean, huh? What was that? Just fly. Just fly. I know I'm playing really, like, non-gamer here, I know. But I want to beat this game. And this stage is really scummy. For, like, the next games, I don't want to do that. No! It's so over. It's so over. It's so over. My RGB blood. Fuck. I have been thinking about getting a like water cooling. I haven't been doing it. I don't do water cooling right because I'm kind of scared that I'm gonna like fuck up my computer. I don't know what Killer 7 is. What's Killer 7? You idiot. What do you mean you don't know what the fuck Killer 7 is? You goddamn mosquito. Oh wow. I jumped over the barrier. Okay guys, here we go. Castlevania. You know, I gotta say the mouse is my favorite character in this stream. You know, it's like my version of Friend. I'll look into it, Killer 7. It's not like whenever I hear that, I'm thinking like Battle Station 13. You know. Why isn't in the moon in the background? Yeah, it is. It's right there. This was before parallax was invented, apparently, or scrolling backgrounds, you know. Ugh, you can't see it on your end because of, you know, the chroma key, I guess, or some kind of filtering. But the windows are like flickering. It's so gross because like it's not pixel perfect or anything. This is such a cool image. Alright, here we go. I mean, Dracula isn't that hard. You just got, there's just a rhythm to it. I hope I don't get, like, you know, snussed. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Wait, guys. Holy shit. Holy shit. It's the real villain all along. Ooh. It is the real villain. Grandma! Oh no! Guys, the burgers is influencing me to be bad at video games. It was the real villain all along. Grandma Dracula. Oh. You know, there's a story I have from my dad. My dad has this game on you know, NES or whatever, it's somewhere in his closet. But he says how, you know, after he whipped Dracula's head off, he thought that, you know, he finished the game shit. You know, he was done. He beat it. But But then when the Cookie Monster appeared, he got fucked. Why is this automod thing happening? It's so lame. Dracula is fucking ugly. But here's the thing, right? Who's uglier? Is it Dracula or is it, you know, Dracula from the Coppola movie? Who looks like our bald friend here, you know? He actually does, doesn't he? Okay, well, you know, I won, lol. I simply don't know how you're supposed to beat this. I just looked on screen. It is the Fuck. Will you behave, please? It is the real final boss. He's gonna take you back to the past to play the shitty game that you'd rather have. A buffalo. It was diarrhea something in his ear. Grandma is fucking dead. Yeah, they nerfed it so hard in the subsequent games. Guys, Grandma is fucking dead. We fucking did it. Say hi to Jackie Chan, Grandma. That is what you get for not giving me my cinnamon roll. I'm actually curious. Why do you think Joel like had a bad relationship with his one of his grandmas, and that's the reason why he constantly talks about her dying and shit? I mean, there's that one grandma who would like fucking scream at his brother for playing like Silent Hill 2 or whatever. But is that the Grandma Joel? You know? Oh, is that the one? Alright. Castlevania! So yeah, that is Castlevania. Hell yeah. I don't know, maybe his grandma threw a shoe at him. Okay. Well, this was actually a very fun stream. Way better than that first one. That first fucking piece of shit. I really hope it's saved. I clicked the option that it will save the VOD, and then I can. That is true. First stream lacked, but literally that first stream was just me playing, Ghostbuster. Ghostbuster. Hello guys, I will play the Ghostbuster tonight with Yolina. But that is gonna be it, guys. It is 1:26 a.m. I am very tired. I might stream tomorrow, hopefully before Joel does. And I think I'm gonna play maybe Castlevania 2 and 3 for that one. Tomorrow. Tomorrow. Tomorrow, guys. Yes, of course, burger. But yeah, thanks for coming, guys. I really appreciate it. But by the way, so to Chulachu, did you find the secret mic during the Ghostbusters segment? Well, who's that? Who's that guy? Who's that guy? Who's he? Alright, well, thanks for coming. I gotta go now. Bye.